have a moral obligation to reduce gun violence. This has nothing to do with the Second Amendment and responsible gun owners.
Well, Hillary Clinton says this isn't about taking away your rights, but Americans may not feel the same way. As a new survey shows, most people would purchase a gun ahead of any other purchase right now, including a house or getting a car. So what does this say about the mindset of voters? Former financial intelligence analyst for the Treasury Department, Morgan Ortegas, joins us now to weigh in on this. Morgan, nice to see you this morning.
Good morning.
So what's going on here? Let's cut through some of the spin on this. Gun sales are up, home sales are down, and car sales are down. What's happening?
I think when it comes to the average American and to corporations and businesses, uncertainty is the key word. People are not sure what's going to happen if Hillary Clinton is elected. Will there be stricter gun control legislation? When you look at purchases of homes or of automobiles, this is the most significant purchases that people make. So if you look at the financial crisis, buying a home and getting a mortgage has changed significantly over the past 8 years. Your credit rating has to be a lot higher. You've got to have a lot of money saved for that down payment, and that comes at a time when people are underemployed and might not necessarily have the income that they had 8 years ago.
Well, and banks are simply just not wanting to lend. It's incredibly difficult to get a mortgage.
But that's because of the regulators, right? The banks would love to lend because interest rates are so low. This is how they make money, is from lending.
Let's take a look at this graphic right here. This background checks in October of 2016 for firearms versus 2015. Look at that, a big upswing. But let's be honest here, and again, cutting through the spin, gun manufacturers are seeing an opportunity here with some advertising, too. I hear it on overnight radio, actually, playing into the sort of the fear mindset. And they're saying, we don't know what's going to happen with Hillary Clinton. Time to buy a gun.
Well, I think that's smart business practice.
Right.
You know, if you see that there's a need, you're going to offer, like I think Beretta and other manufacturers offering 20% discount. But if you think about it, with the average American, you want to buy a gun, I don't think, not just because Hillary Clinton or there may be a Democrat-controlled Senate, but I think if you look at what happened in Dallas when you're just, walking around on a normal day and how many, 4 or 5 police officers were shot. Right. And so I think when you look at the social unrest around our country, when people no longer feel safe in their communities, they don't even know if their police officers are going to be safe. That's a sort of fear where people say, I'm going to take matters for the safety of my family into my own hands.
When you look at internationally right now, we're seeing this obviously with the housing market, not buying cars. We're seeing what's happening on Wall Street. And there's a real fear, not just in the American election, but overseas. So I think it feels like everything's on hold right now.
Well, like you said, it's uncertain. People are anxious. I think they clearly would like a clear winner tomorrow night in the election. But it's really the uncertainty of we don't know what's to come. We don't know who's going to be in the White House. We don't know who's going to control the Senate. And that overall anxiety of no matter who wins, people are angry in this country. I mean, whether you're pro-Trump or pro-Hillary, these supporters are pretty vicious whenever you attack their candidate. So I'm worried about America.
So do we see some loosening probably around Black Friday when people are going to go buy TVs at Best Buy? That's probably when we'll see people lose some of their anxiety.
Well, let's just hope this election is not circa 2000, that it's actually over by Black Friday. So that would be a big help.
Into December. Don't say it. Don't jinx it. Morgan, great to see you this morning.
Thanks. Good morning.